Hi everyone, welcome to another BillKeyz Monday mix-up. We have things like Facetime, recent pickup videos, live comms, and Magic the Gathering. That is all awesome things we have here on Monday.
Let's mix it up on this BillKeyz Monday mix-up. Let's mix it up.
Hey everybody, I was gonna put it, I'm gonna leave it right there. This is Facetime, so the thing about Facetime is I welcome my computer and I just kind of talk because mainly it's sad that you don't get to see much of my face. I probably should figure out a way to put it over there. We're gonna test that theory today. Let's see if we can maybe put it over here somewhere. How about like that? The struggles is real. Say hi, Bradley.
Hi.
So basically we're talking about, no, you can go. So, Daddy's got to talk about some stuff I don't want you to hear. This is a real word quote. Okay, let me get to the flight back. Okay, so basically what we're going to be talking about here, guys, is first of all, we've been playing Call of Duty beta. The hype is real, by the way. It could just be a jitters of beta, but I don't really know particularly, but we're going to find out. So none of that gave me, two guys didn't give me nothing that I wanted. Interesting. So we have to figure that out. But one thing, this is totally different videos for that. Now, one thing I do want to talk about here, and I may mention it in that video, but I do want to talk about here. Split Splash was talking about things he didn't like about the beta. One thing and this is kind of a response to one thing on there, and I know he's from another country, but also in America here, we've been doing things about taking statues down and things like that. And this is how I feel about it, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I may contradict myself in some ways, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I may. But history is something that we learn from. Now, what I can tell you is I can only speak for someone I'm 35 years of age. I'm not a history buff. I do know a lot about history. I used to watch a lot. I don't know, this is going to sound weird to say this, but I watch a lot of Discovery Channel. I learned a lot about history. At school, I truly enjoyed it. But what happened, I think, is that, in Call of Duty, we're going to talk about video games, and I won't talk too much about statues, and I don't want to talk much about that. But if you do have any questions about that, feel free, and I'll maybe talk more about that stuff. But in Call of Duty beta, and in the Call of Duty W2, it's based in the World War II, which they have Nazis. It's funny that Nazi zombies is something very important, but if you look at the flags, they are not Nazi flags. They technically are, but they're not. They don't have swastikas. Now let me. I want to say something. What is the difference if we're talking about history and we're talking about Nazis, or even the opposing side, or whatever you want to call it? It's history. They had a symbol. Now don't get me wrong. That symbol is horrible. But sometimes looking at a symbol that is bad still inspires. I know it sounds weird, but it still inspires to know, hey, that shouldn't happen again, or that was such a horrible time. Now, do I feel that someone who was involved in that, or their family was involved, looks at that and gets inspired? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, I'll give you an example. My grandpa was a shrimper. And it's something, I'm going to compare it to something, and you guys are going to be like, well, it's not the same, blah, blah, blah. And I understand that. I can't tell you. I was never a part of that. But I can tell you that, like my dad had alcoholism. I don't look at alcohol and I go, it reminds me that any time I can sink back into that depth and drink until I mess my whole life up. Shrimping, I don't look at shrimp boats, and even though my grandpa was a shrimper, but I don't look at shrimp boats and go, well, that's horrible. I can never eat shrimp again, or just little things like that. And even people that I don't like, which I like pretty much everyone. But the point of the matter is even I still communicate, I still talk, so taking it out of the game is pretty much what I'm trying to get at. Taking it out of the game is something that's really, really stupid. But on the business side, I do understand that, maybe Wing was more. I do understand that doing that. Is that a humanoid? Sweet, I'm gonna pick his pocket. So doing that, it's sad that they got to do that to not cause problems. I think it's pretty stupid. I think from history we should always learn. I think from history we should always move forward. I think from history we should always do things that we should always, like just like Vietnam. I mean, I didn't do much research before I started this, so I didn't want to sit here and, and for example, if you hate, let's just say you're in the Nazis, and somebody, doesn't mean you can't find, let's say you look up the history and all of a sudden your wife is someone who wasn't, their family was Nazis or something like that, and should you stop loving that person? And then, let's just say my grandpa was, that's just stupid. We need to move forward. Hate is bad. You gotta learn to, that's the best thing about my son, is that he don't know what that is. He don't know what it is to hate something. He gets disappointed. That I can tell you. But he don't know what it is to hate something. And that's our job as parents, to understand that my son is raised to treat everyone equal. And first of all, he treats just like adults. You treat adults with respect, even though sometimes they might not deserve it. Guess what? I'll take care of that. I'm your parent. You can always treat them with respect. The teacher said it best when we went to school the other day. It's like, you might do that at home, but you're not going to do it here. And you got to realize he's old enough now to understand that there's different rules, different ways. And I'm sorry to get off topic, that we're talking about history and stuff like that, but the point of the matter is that where does it all stop? What's bad is if we keep doing things like this, it just promotes hate, no matter how you look at it. If you take it out, or and I know they did it for a business thing because they don't want to hear about it, and I totally understand that. I can understand that, which I still think is stupid, but I can understand. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Feel free to let me know. I just think it needs to stop, and I don't think it ever will. I don't think, there got to be a change somewhere. There's got to be something. And if you guys ever want to talk about this subject, or you're feeling down and you want to, I'm okay with a debate, if that makes sense. Like I love debating stuff. And that goes with any topic, just like video games in general. Why Call of Duty is going to be good, why Call of Duty is going to be bad. The debate is real, the hype is real, about Call of Duty. So, and let's stop all this hate. Let's just, like Jackie Moon said, everyone loves everyone. And we can all agree to disagree. And I don't think that terminology gets used too much. It's either my way or no way. And even as a parent, I try my best to move forward in that. Like I truly do. Like it's a struggle, So let me know what you guys think. Swissbatch, I think that was a great thing. I'm gonna respond to some of the other stuff of Call of Duty. You'll have my video of that, but I really wanted to talk a little bit about that, and it's another way to get to know him. If you haven't seen him, I will make sure I put a annotation in the cards and a link in the description. Make sure I remember Splash. If I don't put it in there, you tell me, because I forget sometimes, and I feel bad that I forget. I really do, because I don't. I know I tell you this in the comments and stuff, but you're awesome. This is a guy that always leaves me a comment and watches my content, and without me even having to tell him. And that goes for most people who do. I'm not saying that, but it's really cool to have someone. Hopefully you enjoy what you see, and that's everybody, and YouTube has changed a lot. But I love this coffee, by the way. And I think I can't adjust, I don't think, to that, but because I want to do what I want to do. I don't need the money. It's just a perk to buy more stuff. So, all right, I'll take it easy. Poster. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hello everyone. Thank you guys for watching another BillKeyz Wednesday commentary. And don't forget, there's a playlist for all different types of games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Call of Duty, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Overwatch. Those are the main games I've been playing. And don't forget, there's also a Patreon. So if you'd like to contribute to that, thank you very much. And like I always say, my name is BillKeyz, and you guys out there have a great and wonderful day.